Hello everyone, and welcome back to the world of Thetis. Today, we are going to continue our adventure by doing the Act of Mercy quest. So, go to the location marked on the Free Marches world map to answer the letter's anonymous plea for help. So I must have picked this up a while back. I don't exactly remember when or why I picked it up, but I did. So there's an anonymous plea for help in the Free Marches. That's all I really know. So let's go to the Free Marches and see if we can find who needs help and why. So that would be here. This is the Free Marches area, and that's what the Wounded Coast Approach is all about. I remember that from last episode and not knowing what this was. So let's see what it's all about. Ooh. Again, a beautiful evening here in Thetis. Just as I say that. That one has purple stuff around it. Was it using magic?
I think that's the last of them.
Nice job, Isabella. Oh, there's more. Good job, Meryl. Keep it going.
Fallen before us.
Ooh, a dragon iris. That's kind of cool. Looks like there's a temple up that direction. I'm supposed to go that way, but now I'm just curious about what's over here. So I will go the other way, but now I want to know what's over here. Well, first of all, we got a pile of bones. A cart? It looks like there's a cart blocking a cave entrance. You know what, actually, my guess is that I'll have to come back over here. But I can't go back over here until I get through a certain part of a quest. I mean, I've played games long enough to kind of know the little tricks and, you know, things like that. So, this is, as always, a beautiful location. Oh, it's Thrask again. I remember Thrask.
Master Hawk, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son, Fainriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Absolutely, I'm all about it.
What? You can't be nice yourself?
You are no Templar. You cannot know what a badge of shame that would be. There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns. I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Wait a minute. Why would I ask them to surrender?
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former Circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the Circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Oh, okay.
Do the other Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Sir Karas is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
So then why would I help you then?
If you've got this many mages escaping, you Templars aren't too good at your jobs.
These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
Okay, so enter the cave and resolve the situation with the apostates peacefully. Oh god. Okay, well, you guys know me. Like, I'm gonna be like sort of siding with him a little bit. I'm like I'm very sympathetic towards mages, so I don't want any harm to come to them, especially if they're not evil. I mean, if they're evil, then they deserve what they get. Oh, okay, now they're attacking me.
I'll deal with this.
I'm trying to help you. Where are you guys at? You guys helping?
Loot the body.
Mages will always resort to the forbidden if they feel enough need.
I know, Fenris. You don't have to tell me again. Okay, so they do have a small camp down here. Although that smoke has nowhere to escape. So... Oh god. I mean, I can't blame mages for protecting their territory. They didn't know I was coming. I'm sure that, you know, they're just trying to protect themselves, so all they're doing is doing what any regular mage should do. Any competent mage would definitely, you know, raise some corpses to defend their territory if someone encroaches that they don't expect. So, but there are corpses here of other dead mages.
Maker's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
He?
Who is he?
Decimus. It was his decision. He kept saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool?
Typical excuse.
He slit his wrist, and the magic, it rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave. I ran. Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
The Templar Thrask is waiting outside. Surrender to him and you won't be hurt.
I surrender. Take me to the Templars. I don't want anything to do with this blood magic. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
Well, if he wants to be with the... if he wants to be in the Circle, then let him, because that's his wishes, you know? Okay. Gotta go this way. Oh boy, what's that over there? Oh, there's Decimus. I see him from afar. Oh god. Okay. What is he doing?
They're here! The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle.
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
We're not challenging you. Hold up. Come on, dude. New Codex entry. I'll read that for sure later. Oh, dang, I got smacked. Didn't have to come to this.
One more is finished.
Where did he go?
You killed him. Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love. You are one of us.
Yep.
But you wear no mark of the circle. How is it you side against your own?
I don't.
Do you not see the pointy ears and tattoos? I'm Dalish. You are not my own.
Decimus gave us the courage to face the Templars. Without him, we would be prisoners still.
It is true. He was a blood mage.
The minute he resorted to blood magic, he signed his execution warrant.
I warned him. I told him once he marked himself as a blood mage, that was all anyone would see.
Are we supposed to believe that you had no part in his actions?
I swear to you, I have had no truck with demons. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the free marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
Ah, the Teventer Imperium?
What do you ask of me?
There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
We should help them. We don't know what this good-hearted Templar truly intends to do.
Yes, let's murder a Templar. Surely that will help.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
Oh my god. Well, I have to choose now between murdering is going too far, I won't help you, and I will kill Thrask. Oh boy. See, I feel like she's one of the good mages. And she's one of the people that I like. And I am not all about the Templars having this fucking, like, obsolete control, or this total control over apostates or mages. I just don't think it's right. I think that on the whole, mages should be free, and mages that use blood magic should be imprisoned into something like the Circle or worse. But not every mage in general, so I'm going to make a bold decision here, and I'm going to kill Thrask, the Templar, in order to buy her freedom so that she can escape.
Consider it done.
Thank you. It is rare to find someone who counts so many mages among their friends.
Phew. Okay, Meryl plus 15. Rivalry, I thought she would have liked me. Isabella plus 5. Fenris plus 5. Kill Thrask and any accompanying Templars so Grace and her Starkhaven apostates can escape Kirkwall safely. Well, I've officially chosen my side, guys. As you can see, I've made it pretty clear. There's Decimus. Let's take his stuff. My inventory's full. Alright, well, you guys know where I stand, I guess. I've officially chosen a side. Oh, here we go. The whole Templars freaking thing is set on me.
Future generations.
You won't be forgiven for this!
Oh, there's a lieutenant. Jeez. Alright, guys. I'm gonna have to make a hard decision here. Well, the decision's already been made, but I'm gonna have to carry out the act. Oh, God.
You were tracking a dozen apostates, and you bring me one pitiful apprentice and call the job done?
The boy turned himself in.
Those aren't the ones we need Templars to track. I've had my eye on you, Thrask. Don't think I haven't noticed how soft you are on these robes. Hold him for questioning, men.
Run, Master Hawk. They will show you no mercy.
Oh, well, at least I don't have to kill Thrask. I can kill the other dudes.
I'll deal with this!
If we kill them, we get their stuff.
So does this mean I don't have to kill Thrask?
I'll make you cry for your mother! Ooh, clumsies!
You won't be forgiven for this! This'll be quick! To the Get back! Got you! Aim for the heart!
Who's next?
You carried the day.
By the grace of the Maker, they're dead. I wanted this to end peacefully, not...
There can be no peace between the Mages and Templars of Kirkwall, sir. It has gone too far.
You did not aid your fellow Templars. Does that mean you are leaving the Order?
I suppose my side has been picked.
Yeah, mine
I
too.
will tell the other Templars you killed Karas, and I came upon the bodies. I will give a false trail to follow.
Thank you. And thank you. Please accept this as the only reward I can offer. I dare not carry a staff with the mark of Starkhaven on it now. This has been more than I expected. We must away.
As must we. Come, Alan. I'm sorry you were the only one I could save.
Okay, guys, so it looks like we've chosen a side. We killed all of the Templars, and we helped the Apostates that came from Starkhaven. We helped them escape out into the wilds and get free. I mean, I'm happy with the decision. I'm not totally regretting it or anything, but it's a really bold position to take. And I don't know, like, if I go back to Kirkwall, are they gonna know that I did that? Is word gonna get out? I know that Thrask said that some people will have killed those things and he just came upon them at the last second, but is he going to blame it on me specifically? Like, who's he going to... Oh, no, he said he's going to blame it on the Apostates. He's going to say the Apostates killed him. So I'm in the clear. But, man, what a crazy ride that was. So let's just go back into the main area of Kirkwall, and let's take on this side quest. I happened to pick this up on a bag. There was a bag of food that was sitting on the floor. Grimoire of the Apprentice. Half finished, half reasoned, and likely dropped down a sewer in exactly the way a self-important fool might react if a Templar looked in his general direction. Bonwald is doodled inside along with a shopping list for the Lowtown Bazaar. Don't really understand what this means, but it was apparently some like fruit and stuff. So let's go back to the Lowtown Bazaar and see if we can investigate what that was that we had found. Ah, so here I am in Lowtown, and I see that there's actually a lore piece here.
What about a peg leg? Do you have one of those? You can see that I don't, dear. Eye patch? I'm disappointing you terribly, aren't I? And no hook for a hand either. Seems that Varric's pirate stories are awfully inaccurate. He knows, kitten. He likes them better that way.
Alright. Let's look at this lore here. I haven't actually read about Lowtown before. We can see it's not too long. Lowtown sits in a massive cauldron-shaped pit that was once Kirkwall's first quarry. The district was constructed by slaves who carved the city and its harbor out of the rock. Today, Lowtown is a labyrinth of shanty towns, corridors, and hexagonal courtyards. Hexes in the local parlance. Lowtown's poorest live in caves hewn out of the cliff face. The district is shoddily built and bears scars caused by collapsing walls. Foundry smoke smothers the area. Only a cold winter storm clears the air, but the icy wind howling over the mouths of old mine shafts hardly counts as relief. Occasionally, these Darktown shafts erupt with gouts of foul air known as choke damp. It's not uncommon to find whole slums silently suffocating, frozen in the midst of everyday activity. The walls surrounding Lowtown are highest by the harbor. Its busiest street leads up to Hightown, where the wealthiest Kirkwallers perch. When one stands in Lowtown, all one sees other than the rocky walls is Hightown. It glitters overhead, always in sight, yet always beyond reach. In pursuit of knowledge, the travels of Enchantress Brother Gent TV. So Hightown is in sight at all times. Up there is, I guess, where that is. But yeah, it is a pretty, you know, a very poor looking place. And I've actually read this leaflet before. But yeah, so apparently it's just around the corner here. We can find out what's been going on. Who's Bonwald and what is he doing?
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
It's free of its handler. Well, you're a lucky one.
Okay, so I just turned that into him. But hey, look at what we got here. We have Sergeant Melindra. Let's see what she's about.
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the Carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
A new quest, and we've got the Carta. What is the Carta? The casteless dwarves of Orzammar have few prospects. Consigned to live in a crumbling ruin on the social and economic fringes of the mighty dwarven capital, most resort to begging, prostitution, or crime. Just as all rivers eventually join the sea, all casteless who turn to crime eventually become part of the Carta. The hero of Ferelden decimated the ranks of this ancient gang while rallying the dwarves to join in the battle against the archdemon Urthemiel. Unable to recover the power they once had in Orzammar, they turned their attention topside, using groups of surface-dwelling dwarves to smuggle weapons, lyrium, surface luxuries, people, and other goods between Orzammar and human lands. Despite the flow of business, its members are still desperate and violent. With no strong leader to rein in their excesses, they have little sense of dwarven honor, and frequently break their word, double-cross allies, and renege on deals. From the Stone of Her Children, Dwarves of the Dragon Age, by Brother Genitivi. Okay, so the Carta is like the cartel, and it's essentially made of casteless dwarves that have come to the surface. So that's really cool, but let's actually follow up on that. There was actually one more lore book that I had received recently, but I didn't get to read it. Oh, okay, so we got a lore update on Knight Captain Cullen earlier. I didn't get to read it, but let's read it now. Knight Captain Cullen was one of the few Templars who survived the incident at the Circle of Magi in Ferelden. The possessed blood mage Uldred took over the tower, and in his madness, he filled it with summoned demons and abominations. Oh yes, I remember very clearly. Cullen was imprisoned, tortured, and forced to watch the slaughter of his fellow Templars. The ordeal shook him, and he emerged from it convinced that even Templars fail to see how dangerous mages can be. Okay, so basically Uldred shaped his understanding of mages, so that's where that comes from. After Cullen returned to his duties, it became clear that he would go to any lengths to enforce the Chantry's rule. His zeal troubled Knight Commander Gregor, who feared it was unwise to let Cullen watch over the men and women he deemed responsible for his torment. Very wise. I remember Knight Commander Gregor. Gregor sent Cullen to serve under Knight Commander Meredith in Kirkwall, and Meredith found Cullen's views of mages similar to her own. Of her company, only Cullen had seen mages, potentially terrifying power firsthand, and she believed he could influence the other Templars' views. Consequently, Cullen rose quickly through the ranks to become Knight Captain, and Meredith's second in command. Well, he's dead now. And now Knight Commander Meredith has even more against Apostates, because she believes that it was the Apostates that killed the Templars, but it wasn't. It was me. So yeah, pretty bad. But let's follow up on this quest here. What is it? It's eliminate the Carta swindlers operating in Lowtown. Let me mark that as active. There we go. So that would be this way. So it's unfortunate, I kind of like the dwarves, but these are not the good kind of dwarves. These are the bad ones that are just populating Lowtown.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Okay.
Don't say that.
You get more than your passes for!
There we go.
Just fall already,
Got him. Well, there you go. Quest updated. They are killed. Return to Sergeant Melindra in Lowtown before nightfall. Okay, so let's get over there.
Those charlatans won't be bothering anyone again.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Oh. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's go to the, let's go get a beer. Like, Jesus. I feel like I've been working so hard the past few episodes. Let's take a load off, you know? Let's just chill. We really need to chill for a minute. Alright, but it looks like we have a lore book here, Rivain, which is really cool. We looked at Rivain on the map recently, but let's look at this here. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Rivain. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Khun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari war. The Rivaini refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Brother Jenna TV. Wow, Rivain, it's a crazy place, completely foreign to anything we've ever understood.
I bet I could kill an archdemon.
Let's change.
I bet you couldn't. I'll bet you a dozen ales.
What? Well, now I'm gonna show you.
That's funny. Here, let's get Varric in the party here. Let's let Isabella go. Let's get Varric. Let's roll with these dudes.
I think I need a bath. Do you think I need a bath?
Yeah, you do. Come back here with me. Oh,
so,
man.
Elf, that thing you do with your hand.
I can already tell this isn't going anywhere pleasant.
I bet that makes pickpocketing easier.
I'll try it sometime and find out.
What? Can I talk to Varric in here?
I like this bar. Everybody here knows your name.
Nice. Okay, so I stopped in here for a quick respite, but there's not actually anything to do here, unfortunately. So let's go pick up some more quests and keep questing. Oh, let's go back to my house. I haven't been to my house in quite a long time. I think there may be some letters for me. Maybe I can talk to my...
Your servant? There's a letter for you on the desk.
Oh, okay, so there is a letter for me. Oh, a letter from Bethany, my sister. Dear Bethany. Oh, it's for Bethany, not from her. Dear Bethany, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to Tamra. I think her family fled to Redcliffe, but I haven't been able to locate them. I don't have much hope left, but miracles can happen. I will keep trying. I know Tamra was a close friend. I will write you as soon as I hear something. I hope your family is doing well in Kirkwall. Please send my love to your mother. I will keep praying for you all. Sincerely, Sister Ursula. Sister Ursula. Oh, okay. Well then, maybe I can talk to Mom then and tell her.
I will talk to the Viscount about our estate.
Oh, okay, I can't really tell her.
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's continue with other stuff. So, let's go into the different zones and look for things to do. Yeah, there's definitely some quests here in Hightown that I haven't done, and I want to do these before I get to the main plot.
Mage persona.
What are you?
Reward offered. Citizens of Kirkwall, my dear wife, Ninette, has gone missing. I shall reward the person who returns her safely. Questions about the bounty or Ninette? Come speak with me in the Hightown Market. Ghislaine de Carac.
Talking about?
Okay.
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate, waging an epic struggle against forces he can't possibly defeat.
What do you mean, can't possibly defeat?
Well, it's not a good story unless the hero dies.
Okay. So let's see what our secondary quest here is. The First Sacrifice. Speak to Ghislaine about his missing wife. He's in the Hightown Market by day. Okay, let's mark that active. So he would just be this way then.
I need to find my wife. Will no one help me? What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Huh.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Like me.
Oh my
I like being paid.
That was so corny.
Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Okay.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
Oh, so she's the one with the money.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it. They would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
We were in love once. Okay.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Well, I mean... Just because he's not a great husband doesn't mean I can't help find out where she is.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethann at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethann sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sirrah.
Okay, so Varric is happy about this for some reason. Of course, he's at the Blooming Rose at night. Or she is, I mean. So let's go to the Blooming Rose at night. Alright, here we are in the Blooming Rose. We know what goes on here. Alright. We've got to go upstairs, I think.
I could use your consult, Anders.
Bring it to Darktown and I'll get you a salve or something.
What? No. I need to know some things about mages.
Why?
I'm a guard. I'm the first person who has to deal with... trouble.
You want help killing people like me?
Not every mage can be trusted.
Nor every guard.
True. See, that's the Anders that I miss and love. I miss that Anders. Okay, here's the place. Let's see if we can find who's in there.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh my
Jethann,
gosh.
have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night.
Oh my gosh.
Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her. And he doesn't have the balls for it.
Did he just do that with his hands? Did you see the way he said that? He doesn't have the balls for it and did that with his hand.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Were you hoping Ninette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me.
Oh my god.
Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Maybe he has something useful to say.
I told you what I know. Sorry it wasn't what you wanted. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Oh my gosh, what a doof. He's such a goofball. He's actually got another question mark above him. Find Templar Emmerich in Darktown and ask him what he wants. Ask him what he knows about Ninette. But here's Jethann right here, already with an exclamation mark. What does he want?
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
Ah, I see. Yeah.
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
Okay, so you could come in and just like have some sex with this guy anytime you want. I'm sure for some coin, but okay. Let's get to her. I mean, let's get to Templar Emmerich in Darktown. Emmerich.
We don't want no Templars.
What is this? Street thugs?
Andraste's tits! They got me!
Andraste's tits.
How many of you got They're gonna kill me! Beautiful!
Why are these street thugs attacking him?
I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected. and I suspect foul play is involved.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Merrin. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Yeah.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
I don't like the sound of this.
Neither do I, Sirrah. But I cannot carry on. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look...
Okay. Letters and notes. Emmerich's notes. Emmerich's notes are a messy collection of half-baked thoughts written on scraps of paper. Only one seems to stand out. There's something about that Lowtown foundry where Merrin's trail ended. I've got a strange feeling about it. Okay. Lowtown foundry. After dark, investigate the Lowtown foundry where Merrin's trail ends. Okay. Let's do that then. Whoa, I just happened to see this off the corner of my eye. What is this? Sister Plinth's remains. Oh, the remains of a missionary sister who sought to bring the chant of light to the dark places of Kirkwall. Poor thing. The Chantry archivists are always looking to catalog their lost in the memorial wall. Okay, I just happened to see that at the corner of my eye, so I'll definitely turn that in. She came down here to, like, basically bring the chant of light to Darktown, essentially, you know, like a missionary, and she was probably killed. So it's really missionary work can be very dangerous. Who is that? It was a mage. That's all I know for sure. Desire demons. Yeah, she's gonna be really tough. Yeah, oh god. Yeah, Jesus. I'm giving her everything I got here.
I denied you.
Oh, there we go.
Score one hero.
How about you?
Come on, Varric.
Here, and I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither. There's definitely something going on. Alright, let's go, guys. Sack of bones. Ninette's ring.
That ring looks Orlesian.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
Jesus. So is this sack of bones Ninette? Is that her in there? Jesus, this is some really dark stuff. So I need to find Emmerich in the gallows and show him the human remains. Also visit Ghislaine in Hightown to see if he recognizes the ring. Oh man, this is tough. There's no way he's gonna recognize those human remains. It's just a pile of bone and blood. You're like, yeah, that's my wife. How would you know?
I've always wondered, why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
You left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects. Sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a tradition of dwarf woodcutters in Orzammar? Beekeepers? Sailors?
Well, there could be mushroom growers and nug wranglers.
Orzammar will never let those people go topside. Too vital. Also, embarrassing.
Alright, Emmerich.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there we go. Sacrifice is done here. I think next episode I'm going to do Shepherding Wolves. So we'll mark that as active. So today, this episode was really filled with a lot of miscellaneous type quests. I see there's another one here. Yeah, so this was just kind of clearing up all of the miscellaneous stuff that I have available. I have very few quests left to do here before I go into the deep roads. So that episode is getting ever closer. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I will see you next time.